Hi everyone, this is Heather from the Flourish.Academy, where our goal is to empower, educate, and elevate you to create a life that you love through the art and business of photography. In this video, we're going to round out our discussion on curves, but first, make sure you check out all of the free resources available on our website. This video is the third in a series, so if you haven't seen the other two yet, you might want to watch those first, but we just started to take a look at how curves can improve the tonality of our photographs. Let's take a look at the before and after. I made those corrections in the most recent video, but I'm actually going to delete that layer and create a new curves adjustment layer. In order to access the curves adjustment layer, I'm going to press Command M, that's Control M on the PC, and just say OK. Now, if you do not get this same adjustment layer, it's because you need to change your keyboard shortcuts, and I addressed that in the first video. Let's take a look at this hand tool. We can select this tool and place the eyedropper in the photo and click and drag either up or down to change the tonality values, but you'll notice what's happening in the curve itself. It's modifying it in the appropriate location. So if you're not sure where highlights are, midtones, or darks, this tool is really handy in order to make visual adjustments to your photo. Also, I want to note that there are presets included in Photoshop for curves. For instance, we can choose medium contrast and immediately see an improvement via what's referred to as an S-curve. Photoshop automatically placed points on the curve and adjusted them to improve the contrast of the photograph. And you can play around with these different types of contrast and see which one suits your editing style the best. But to reiterate something I said in a previous video, sometimes I like to change the blending mode from normal to luminosity, and the reason is when you improve contrast, you tend to get increased saturation in colors, and that's not always what I'm going for. So when I change that to luminosity, you'll notice the color saturation issue disappeared. Let's change that back to normal just so that we can see that again. And once you land on a preset that you like, you can pull in on these sliders just to improve the contrast even further. There's the before and after. Clicking on the curve will add a point that you can then pull up or down. But you'll notice that if you mess with these a little bit too much, you'll start to get some really wacky results. If you wish to delete a point on the curve at any time, just click it in order to select it and press delete or backspace on your keyboard. If at any time you're not sure if you're going in a good direction with this photo, you could try Photoshop's auto curve and see what it picks, which was barely nothing, so it really doesn't work that well. Typically for me, it's a combination of improving the histogram by using the sliders and then adding contrast. I hope that you found this series useful. I'll see you in the next video.